if you were gonna like create like some type of like knockoff game or knockout round, like
Where's the rounds?
yeah.
Yes. What would you call that? So if this was like, let's do a sport that people know when it comes to knockout rounds. We use tennis because like Wimbledon, you know what I mean?
All
So
right,
what do we
tennis
got?
works. All right.
So tennis works really well. You would say if you make it to like what JOs, you're probably in the gymnastics like pantheon of events. What's that? Round of 32, maybe? You know what I mean? I
Okay.
guess.
All right. All
You
right.
know, I guess you would consider that. I might be changing this up as I keep working my way into it.
It's okay. Well,
And then
as
the
of right
round
now,
of
I made it through round 32, so I'm looking good right
okay,
now. So
okay.
round 32, I'm in there. I'm in there. I've been
So
there,
you
a few
so
times.
so yep. So that's the round of 32. And then what? And then what? You have the round of 16. Then I would say that's U.S.
Wait.
Championships.
Okay, round of you.
You-
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Yep. So
Damn,
U.S.
I didn't make it
Championships.
there. I didn't make it. I didn't make
Round of
it to
16.
round
Yeah.
16. We're gonna have to change up
No.
that name, but I'll let you continue to go through this. I
Well,
feel like
like I said,
round of
I'm
16.
working through
No.
it.
Okay.
I'm
All
working
right.
through it. I'm working through it. You know what I mean? Okay. And then so you say, and then Olympic trials. Well, that's what the round of 8. You know what I mean?
Okay. So that's the round of 8. But how about like, do you rate or categorize Olympic trials the same as world team trials? So where would world team
Yeah.
trials then?
Yeah. All that's the same.
Oh, that's the same.
It's
It
all
don't
the
even
same.
matter. If
You know what
you
I mean?
make a
Well,
world team trials
because
and Olympic team trials, it's the same.
it's not. It's when it comes to just like gymnastics terms of level of competition. I'm talking about a level of competition. I'm not talking about in like hierarchy of like awesomeness
Importance.
and notoriety and importance. I'm just
Okay.
talking about gymnastics ability. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
So that's where I'd go with that. So yeah, so that's what I said. Round of 8. You know what I mean?
Round of 8. Okay.
Yep.
Round of 8 is Olympic trials and then the
You
Olympics.
have
Oh, I guess you got world championships.
world championships is the semifinal. You know what I mean? So yeah, so essentially Olympic trials is the quarterfinal, world championships when it comes to, because again, it's harder to qualify for the Olympics than it is to qualify for a world championship. So that's
Is
why
it
the
though?
Olympics.
Is it though, or is just the
Why
timing
not?
of when you're peaking
No. Well, it
as an
has to
athlete or a
because how many
gymnast?
people compete at world championships?
Well, okay.
Or
Well,
a
are we
lot
talking
of teams.
about?
Every team can
Well,
go.
I
Every
get it.
team can go.
I get it.
You
But are
see
we
what I
talking
mean?
about? Yeah, but okay.
Hmm.
But I thought this discussion was based on as an
I
individual
guess
athlete, not
as
as a team.
individual
Because of course,
athlete. Okay.
no, everyone goes to
Well
worlds.
then,
Team
well,
country
yeah,
wise,
Worlds
more
and
go to
Olympics.
the Olympics. So
Okay, so all right, so no, well, so there you go. So therefore, it is World Championships or Olympics is the round of 4, and then qualifying to a final at those events would be going to, I would say, to the final. The final. You know what I mean? You're in the final, you're in the final. You know what I mean? You get a
yeah.
chance to bring home the biggest prize. Well, that worked out well just by spitballing it. Yeah, there you go. Magically, I think I did it. So JO's round of 32, and then you have U.S. Championships round of 16, Olympic trials and World trials round of 8, quarterfinals, and then World Championships in the Olympics semifinal, round of 4, and then the World Championship final and an Olympic game final would be the final round. Does that
Nice.
work?
Well, it worked. I mean, we do, once you were going through that, I did think about something. What do you do about World Cups? Because World Cups, you got to be on a national team in order to go to a World Cup, and you got to qualify to a national team from a U.S. championship. So it has to kind of be inside, in between U.S. championships
No,
and
it doesn't. Well, yeah,
world
but there
team
is no such
trials.
thing as there's nothing in between in those rounds. That's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Generally, if you're capable of competing at a U.S. championships or something of that sort, then generally you could probably make a World Cup for at least another country.
Well, yeah,
But
depending on the country. Yep.
depending on the country. So
Yep.
again, this is not perfect. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get a perfect answer, but that's the best answer I got.
Yeah, it makes sense,
Yeah.
man. I just thought, qualifying the JOs would be a little higher than 32. But
you have to,
because depending on the
a lot of
discipline,
people go.
it is a lot of people do go. But okay,
Yeah,
so if you want to break it down another layer, here's the
let's
thing.
go. Let's go.
If you think about the men and the women, right? You have to almost consider reevaluating it because I feel like it's harder to
Well, yeah.
qualify to nationals as a girl gymnast growing up because of how many, just the spirit fan of the population of girls versus the men.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's not hard
Well,
to
no, way
qualify
more
for the
girls do it.
men, but for the
Yeah, and then
girls, it's
only a few go.
like
Like
what
only six
eight?
go.
It's like 8-1. Yeah, only see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
ridiculous. So,
yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like I said, yeah, it would be different. But again, I would say that this might be different in every country. But let's just say at the end of the day, the round of the quarterfinals, that's not changing. That quarterfinal, final,
Yeah, that's
semifinal,
it.
that's not changing.
Yeah.
World Championship team trial, you know what I mean? And like I said, if you want to lump in, I suppose, a World Cup final, maybe, I suppose, you can lump that into, I guess, the quarterfinal round of events. But that semifinal finals, definitely World Championships and then the finals at the Worlds and Olympics. Like that's where it's at. You know what I mean? I do, but you do have a point. Like, I guess, not everyone goes to the Olympics also has a potential of medaling. So putting the Olympics in just that whole final group would make no sense. To be like, that's the final of final. It's like, yeah, some people go to the Olympics, they qualify, which is an amazing accomplishment in gymnastics. But some of
Yep.
those teams, like, you're there and you have no chance of medaling individually. You have no chance of medaling as a team. That's just reality. You're there being like, that was a great experience. You know what I mean? So, which again, it was a great experience. I would imagine. I didn't make it.
But you were close. You were close.